Yeah, some people got a little, not angry, but lost their patience with me in the last video in part 1 because I just rambled too much. So I'm going to get right to the point. This just came in the mail. This should be the switch for the moonroof. So I need to hook it up. I think it calls for 1/4-inch clips, and I don't think I have any. Might need to run out and get some, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm mostly curious. I think it is gonna work, but I'm curious about if I have to customize this, which I'm pretty sure I do. So it's customizing this is just a matter of making this hole a lot bigger. I'm gonna have to break out these clips right here, and then we're just gonna glue the base of this, I think, into the top here. I just hope it comes through big enough. I have to do some grinding, but I'm using a paper towel drenched with vinegar. Seems to work well on windows. And it doesn't leave that haze, it takes that haze off. If you have a haze on your window. Smells kind of funky, but looks pretty damn good. I'll come back with another drenched in vinegar paper towel, and then a dry one, and dry it off to take any spots off. Alright. If anyone's working on one of these Lincoln Town cars, you have a black wire coming out, you have a blue wire with a black stripe coming out. Both of those go on the front, on like the diagonal switches. The black ground wire goes on the right, the blue wire goes on the left. And you have a red wire with a yellow stripe that goes on the left front, and you have a yellow wire with a red stripe that goes on the right side of the front. This switch works incredibly well. I will link you to it at the bottom of the video, at the end of the video, or in the description. Here's your solution to the actual, gaining control of the sunroof, and now we have to customize that plastic thing. And I don't think that's going to be so easy. I'll show you what my plans are in a minute. Here's the console. My first instinct was to go from the back and just glue, get it to a flat surface and glue this part of the frame of the switch to underneath. But that's not going to look good. And it's going to look kind of half-assed. So now my idea is to go in the front and through this way, and there is a little bit of a platform that we don't have much to work with, but we can glue this part to the actual frame from underneath, and that'll look a whole lot neater. So basically, yeah, we have to carve this out a little bit further down and a little bit sideways, not much. And we have to keep it centered, and the switch will come pretty much all the way down to here. I think it's going to look good when it's done. The issue is what we have in the back side here and all this stuff. All that has to come out. It's just not giving it enough room. I want to try to leave that top one in and just take this bottom one out. It will be coming in like this. So you can see we have about a ½ inch to cut out at the bottom there. Don't know how good you can see, but yeah, I'm going to see if I can get away. I'm probably going to have to take that little nub off there, but I'm going to leave kind of that in for some kind of guide. These things on the side have to be ground out. That piece, there's a couple more on the right side down there, and this whole piece has to come out because we're grinding down to about here. I think if I take my time and be very careful, we can do this, and not only can we do it, but it's going to look really great. As for these lights, they'll be glued off and non-functional. They were never functional to begin with, so I'm not really worried about it. Let's just make sure they stay in place, and if somebody pushes them to try to open them, hopefully the glue won't break. I don't think it will because we're going plastic on plastic, but I just don't want these flopping around. There's absolutely no way to get this switch in while putting that plastic harness in here to make these lights work. They don't work anyway, so Bear with me. I think it's gonna look great.